think I fixed it. And I hope that the sound isn't awful. Alright, so we got Binding of Isaac. It's the best, and I play it a lot. And I apologize if I die a lot because it's a little stressful. I have an audience today. But yeah, this is a little different than a lot of the games that we review on this channel. It's a roguelike arcade type game, but it does have a story. Let's see. Uh-oh. I killed it. There we go. Now we can watch the intro, and I hope that the volume's
Isaac
okay.
and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life.
Oh no.
Again, the voice called to her. Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world.
Oh no. Poor little baby.
One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son, Isaac, will be this sacrifice.
Oh no.
Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else. Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen.
No! Isaac!
Isaac, watching through a crack in his door,
No!
trembled in fear.
Run away, little baby!
Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement, hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door, and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
So yeah, that's the intro for The Binding of Isaac. And as you can see, I have the expansion Afterbirth, not Afterbirth Plus, which I'm planning on getting, and I keep forgetting to. So yeah, this game I enjoy very much, both because it's a really fun game, and also a lot of the themes that are handled in this game. It's a lot of satire, specifically religious satire, the Abrahamic religions. As you may or may not know, The Binding of Isaac is a story from the Bible about Abraham, who was told by God to sacrifice his son Isaac in order to show his devotion to God. And in that story, at the last moment, an angel comes down and stops Abraham from murdering his son as a sacrifice. And this game is a riff on that. It's Isaac that you play as, and his mother is the main antagonist. So there's a lot of religious imagery in this game. A lot of interesting other themes, like it deals with a lot of disturbing themes in a comical way. Themes like child abuse and a lot of themes about family life, and yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but I have things to say, I promise. The game is really effective, I think, because it deals with these manners, with these subjects, in a indirect way. There's a lot of implied themes, and a lot of the game itself is up for your own personal interpretation, like what do certain symbols mean. I'm gonna do, oh yeah, oh, whoops. I'm gonna do, this is my, I'm on file 2. Don't ask me why I started on file 2, I just did. I'm gonna start a new game on file 1 so we could like really start with a clean slate. New run. So there are a bunch of characters. As you can see, they're biblical characters. And yeah, that's a big theme in this game. Yes. Azazel, yeah. Azazel's actually my favorite character to play as. They're kind of like a demon. I'll show you. I'm gonna play the first run. We'll see how long that takes. As Isaac on normal mode, as you do. And then we'll see about the other characters, because I have everything unlocked on my other save file. Well, almost everything. Still working on it. Pick Lilith. No, Lilith is, she's, locked right now. But I do have her on my other file, so I can show you guys the other characters and stuff. But I am going to go with Isaac, because that's canon. So as you see, you have a little box here that you do stuff. Move, attack. The way that I play is I use WASD, and I use my my clicky thing, the mouse. That's what that's called. I know words. Use a bomb. It doesn't say what to press for that. Well, I press E. And an item, you press spacebar. It's not, I don't think that it's common for people to play with the mouse, because I know that it's disabled in this version, by default, and I had to enable it, but in the original Binding of Isaac, let's talk about that a little bit. The original Binding of Isaac was, kind of like a Flash game that was held together, barely, and it was awesome, and I actually kind of prefer that one, but I play this one because this one has more support and stuff. But as you see, you play as... I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But you play as Isaac, and he's crying. Poor little baby, and your tears are your projectiles. So let's go into another room. Oh. Well, I was expecting to fight people, but this works too. This is the sacrifice room, I think it's called. And if you step on this these spikes, then you lose one of your hearts. Not a heart container. You take damage. And you might get something in return, or you might get nothing. And here on the right-hand side is the mini-map, which you can make bigger if you press tab, which I like to play with it bigger because it's easier to see. And here you could have your time and score and stuff. Ah, here's an enemy. So this little baby is gross. So, like I said, a lot of these enemies are things that you'd find in basements. So there are flies, there are spiders, things that are associated with death and decay. And these other children, which might imply that Isaac's mother has had other children whom she has potentially killed. And we'll see later that there's some implications of either miscarriage or abortion. But none of this is for certain. It's just things that the game might imply. You can take them as you will. Oh, that was a TNT barrel, and I exploded it, because that's how I do. So here's another spider, and here are two headless babies. I hate these headless babies, they're really annoying. And here are poop, because of course there are. And the poop is both a punchline, but also sometimes it symbolizes like some fear that Isaac has, because sometimes you can get items that make you poop, and so usually it's because you're nervous, because this game is very distressing. Like, imagine it's a child searching through the basement of his house because his mother's trying to kill him. Oh, this is a good one. Reusable bomb buddy. So here I got an item. And you press spacebar to use it. This one is a bomb. So. Oh, and this is a secret room. I'm sorry, I'm just like doing stuff and not even explaining it sometimes. So if you guys have questions about this game, you can feel free to ask. There is indeed a lot of poop in Isaac. It was either Rebirth or Afterbirth. Oh, here's the first boss, by the way. Monstro. It's a different boss every time. It is usually randomized. But there are specific bosses for specific levels. And Monstro is the boss that I got this time. For levels, there are usually 2 different sub-levels within one level. So I'm in the basement right now. So this is basement level 1, and I will next go to basement level 2. And then there are other ones like the depths and things like that. You'll see. Whenever you enter a level, it'll tell you what level it is. I do read chat. Hello, meme streamer. Oh, I just got hurt because I wasn't paying attention. So, I just killed him. And I got hearts. Oh man, I've been playing on hard mode for so long because I'm trying to get some items. I'm trying to unlock things. And you don't get those hearts in hard mode, and it's kind of like really nice to see them drop. So I just picked up a screw. You could see it. Oh, wrong. There we go. Over here in my stuff. Isaac. Oh yeah, I should talk about this this menu too. So the bomb buddy is the first thing I picked up, and that's in the corner over here. And oh no, I am only streaming on Twitch. And I got this screwdriver, which I think made my damage go up. I don't. There are a lot of items. I remember a lot of them, but not all of them. So yeah, this is a passive item. So instead of a usable item like the bomb buddy, which you press spacebar to use, and its little bar fills up every time you clear a room or pick up a battery, which we'll see later. The passive item is something that affects your stats usually. And here are my stats. Here's my speed. I think this is penetration. Attack damage. No, maybe this one is penetration. This one is probably... Shoot, I don't remember. One of them is range. One of them is... height. I think tier height is a thing. I think one of them might... No, maybe penetration is especially. I don't remember. I usually only pay attention to speed and damage, and the other things are fine. Range is actually pretty interesting. Pretty important, depending on what you're fighting. And this here is luck. Luck is very important in this game. It affects what types of things drop. And I just sacrificed some of my health. I'll do it again. I got a little coin. Thank you. Range is the bow. Thank you. Oh yeah, rate of fire is one of them. Thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't study up on this because it was kind of last minute that I decided to do this. I was actually thinking of streaming Darkwood, the game, but I decided to wait on that. So here's a little room with 2 locks on it that I can't open because I have no keys. Oh yeah, this is keys, bombs, and coins. Bombs you blow things up with, of course. Keys you open up locks, and coins you can buy stuff with. There are stores and also slot machines that you can use the keys in. Some items use keys as well. So yeah, these poop enemies I was going to talk about. I wasn't a huge fan of them when they first came out, when I first started Rebirth, because I felt like it kind of diverged with... Oh, the reason why I put that down was because there was a rock with an X on it, which usually means there's something hidden inside that rock if you blow it up. I wasn't a huge fan of them because I think they diverged from a lot of the themes in the game of children, and the implication... Oh, I'm using pills by pressing Q. These things are pills, and you see question mark, question mark, question mark means I don't know what the effect is, so I'll use it, and I got retrovision. The other one was health up, and this one is one makes you small, so I get a little bit smaller. Oh, here is one of those X rocks. Yeah, the poo is sentient, which is why I kind of was not jazzed about it when it first showed up, because it didn't make a lot of sense in the narrative, and I feel like they just kind of wanted another enemy for you to fight, and I'm sure most people who play this game don't really care about that type of stuff, but as you know, here on The Plays the Thing, we talk about narrative and why things are the way they are in games, and what maybe the purpose of different decisions developers make are. Oh, thank you, meme streamer. There you go. So, you can read the chat, and that is what these different things are. Retrovision, yes, Jelly. Jelly is correct. Retrovision makes the screen pixely. It's just kind of an annoyance. I think that they included it because they wanted a sort of neutral pill. Because some of the pills do good things, some of the pills do bad things. And it's kind of a gamble when you use pills, what you decide to do. And so, like I said, there's a lot of implied narrative in this game. So it's this child Isaac taking pills. And there is also an item. Where do I think the secret room is? I'm gonna try here. Nope, let's try here. Nope. Sure, I guess. Links are okay. I'll let you know if they're bad, I guess. So, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Let's go fight the boss. Larry Jr. I really like Larry Jr. because they're an easy boss. You just kind of have to be conscientious of how you position yourself. Oh! Like that. Oh no. They cornered me. Wait, why do I have so many... Oh. I have to talk about the soul hearts, which are the blue hearts. They are hearts that you can pick up that are separate from... Oh, I got Monstrose too. That's right, I can unlock things. Oh, implied narrative concerning pills. Thank you. The implied... There's an item that you can pick up called Mom's Coin Purse, and there are pills inside of it that drop out of it, which implies that your mother possibly has a drug problem, and also that you are a child finding these little things and putting them in your mouth. And it speaks to your inquisitiveness and recklessness as a child, because children are reckless, and also your mother's inability to parent. Which, I mean, obvious, because she's trying to kill you. Oh, yes. So, I can't believe we got this. This is one of my... So, okay, this room. Let's talk about the room first. This room is the devil room. So, here's a little baby devil boy right here. And he is... showing me 2 offers that he has for me. If I pay 2 heart slots, I can get this item. If I pay 1 heart slot, I can get this item. This is Blue Baby, I think. And this is Brimstone. And I am getting Brimstone because it's, in my opinion, one of the best items in the game. And I can't believe I got it. The reason why this devil room showed up was because I went through that boss battle without losing any of my red hearts. It's quote-unquote without taking damage, but you can lose soul hearts, which are the blue hearts, and black hearts as well, which we might come across later. But yeah, I'm gonna take this. So now I only have 2 heart slots, but now I'm a badass with freaking lasers. Brimstone is the best early item. It's so good. I was very fortunate in getting this. I don't really know where the... I guess maybe the secret room is over there. I'll check. So there are secret rooms that you can use bombs to uncover. Oh no, it wouldn't be here. there are some ways to tell if a secret room... There's a secret room and a super secret room. Secret room, you can kind of tell if there would be one, because here it used to be that there was a line of rocks here, a line of rocks here, and there would be an open pathway to where it would be. So these rocks wouldn't be here if the secret room were either on this side or on this side. So there is no secret room on either side. This room is very skinny, and I found that there are no secret rooms next to skinny rooms on the skinny part. So maybe over here? Nope. Oh well. I also tend to main Azazel. I'm a big fan of Azazel because at this point hearts don't mean we'll see Azazel later, which is one of the characters. You start with a mini brimstone, so it's a short version of that, and wings where you could fly, which makes Azazel very, very powerful. But you start with no heart containers and only 3 black hearts, so you have to be careful on heart conservation. Oh, you didn't know that, Dilly? Oh, I'm teaching things. Yeah, secret rooms are usually connected to at least 2 other rooms in between them. Super secret rooms are always connected to only 1 room with nothing else on any other side, and also never connected to any special rooms. So like this room is a special room, a super secret room wouldn't be connected to this, but a secret room can be. Woo! I'm glad that because I was afraid I'd be preaching to the choir, but I kind of, with the games that we deal with here, we like to give a rundown of it and also talk about narrative and spacing, like physical environment spacing, which as you can see with this, it is very arcade-like. Anyway, there are 2 chests here. Usually you'd be able to hit a chest and it will open, but these ones are stone, so it means you have to blow them up. So I'll blow them up with a bomb. And I'm in a battle room, which means that if I open any chest or pick anything up, that means that I have to go through a series of battles in succession. So, I usually 3 battles. So that was the second one, and here is the third one. And you see these poor little babies. These ones are so sad because they run away from you when you get near them. Whoops. And that was it. I just picked up a trinket. So, this trinket, let me drop it. This is a chocolate bar. Oh, mysterious candy, okay. I think this one makes you fart. Oh no, it makes you poop randomly. So the implication is you ate gross candy and now you have digestive issues. Accurate, unlike Valve. Which I'm super, actually, tangent, I'm super bummed about the fact that Half-Life 3 is, not happening. But, I expected it because, that's a talk for another time. Let's see if there's a secret room here. Yep. And the reason why I figured there would be was because there are 2 rooms over here. There's a clear open space to it. There's probably going to be a room over here, but we haven't seen it yet. Now here's... Oh! Pooped again. Now here's another chest. Oh, here's another trinket, which I actually prefer. Rustic key. It feels lucky. So a lot of these... a lot of the time trinkets don't really expressly describe what they do. The rusted key, I think, gives you, yes, it gives you more likelihood to drop keys at the after you clear a room, and also more likelihood to spawn gold chest. Yeah, it's super, super sad that it's not actually happening. Oh, here's things I could pick up, but I can't get them unless I hurt myself, and I don't want to do that. Oh! Got him. I don't remember what this... So, as you can see from the visuals, they change up the visual design of the levels every other level. Like I said before, that there are 2 sub-levels in each, give or take, usually. These enemies, you can't harm them unless they have their head pop up. These are not enemies, and they're really annoying. They just all continually throw up blood on you, and it's really annoying because they never stop. Oh, thank you. I play this game a lot. I have a couple 100 hours probably logged in this game, and probably like over, it's embarrassing to say, but probably something over 500 hours logged in the first one. I like this game a lot. And here are little worms that try to eat you. This is a treasure room, the room with the gold outlines. There's always treasure in it, so an item will always be in it. Sometimes 2 items, depending if you're lucky or if you have certain items. So this is Mom's wig. You feel itchy, and you will randomly spawn spiders, just like that. It's a very useful item. So some items affect your stats, like you see here. Some items affect your tiers, like Brimstone affects what type of tiers. And some items will spawn things, some items are familiars. Very, very fun. Oh no, I got hurt. Yep, it was a Flash meme game, and they went wild with it, and I'm actually really impressed, because in this game you can tell that the narrative is an afterthought, but it is a very well developed afterthought, I think. And you don't get very much story other than the intro, which we saw at the beginning, which kind of just sets up why are you a little child in these caves, and also in endings. So when you beat the last boss, there is an ending that shows up, which hopefully, if I am skilled enough, we will get to that. Let's try this. Nope, no super secret room. Yes, also made by the guy who made Super Meat Boy, which is a game that I have actually not played, and I've been told by so many people to play it because they say it's up my alley. Yeah, they did get it on the Switch, and it came out, like, doesn't it come with the Switch when you get the Switch as like a thing? Anyway, I'm gonna go in this room, which is the, oh, there's like only 2 things. This is the shop. So you have the donation machine, which you can put your pennies in, and the more pennies you add to the machine, the more items that you'll get. Like, you can unlock items basically through donating, which I'm not going to do right now because it doesn't really matter in this. And here are 2 items that you can pick up for 15 cents and for 5 cents. This is the broken watch, so I'm going to pick that up because that's a useful item. That will either speed up or slow down enemies when you enter a room. Yeah, I have heard that Super Meat Boy is very rage-inducing. And I'm gonna kill this guy too, because I'm a jerk. Oh, he got mad when I killed him, and spiders came out of him. I didn't just kill him because I'm a jerk. I killed him also because those little dead boys, or the shopkeeper in this instance, will either drop 2 pennies or they'll drop 2 spiders. And I think that that is always worth the risk. Let's see. Yes, here's a super secret room. So the way that I figured it was a super secret room is because it is the closest room to the boss room, which is this one. There's nothing on any side, and yeah. Usually that's how super secret rooms work. They're the closest. Oh, Mom's hand is gonna come try to grab me, so I have to run around a little bit. There we go. This is a very good super secret room. This isn't the only one, but this is probably my favorite one because you get a lot of stuff. Oh, I got bad gas from that pill. Here's a trinket that I'm not gonna pick up because I'm not really interested. It's a mushroom. It gives you like a random effect on your tears or something in each room. And that was a locked chest, so I'll use a key to unlock it, and usually they'll have pretty good stuff in them. Who drops a sick katana? Okay. That's a really good point. That Nintendo released this game with the Switch, because this game is really messed up. And it's also awesome. See, so the broken watch, you see that there's a snail over his head, the Stain's head. And that affects how slowly this boss moves, and also its projectiles. Its projectiles, as you can see, have a little white overlay on them, and that means that they are much slower, because the broken watch gave me that effect. Which is why if I ever see it, I will almost always pick it up, because it is very, very useful. Let's see, is there a sacrifice room anywhere? No, there isn't. So, you can see on the minimap, these different symbols show you what types of rooms they are and what is in each room. So, this one is the treasure room that we got Mom's wig in. This is the fighting room. This is the boss room. This is the shop. And this is super secret room. This is normal secret room. And this means that there's a key in here. This means there's a bomb and a key in here. This means that there's a heart, a trinket, and a battery in here. And you can probably guess, everything else. So I can't get these because there are holes. I could either fly over them if I had a flying item, or if I had there's like a ladder where you can go over one space, but I don't have those, so I can't pick them up. Let's see. Nope, I think I'm good. Alright, next floor. Oh. Is that the item list for Isaac? I used to play all the time with an item list like up on my screen because I was like, screw that, I don't remember anything. But now I only use it on occasion because I play this game way too much. Oh no, I hate these. Don't touch me. This item is really useful. Oh, I didn't open that other... oh well. Doesn't matter. Wowzer. So I just opened the double locked door, and there are two little bombs, and I'm gonna blow up these boys. These little boyos. Oh, one of them dropped a half price coupon, aka the Steam sale. That means that whenever I go into a shop, everything will be marked down half price, because Steam sale. And you can hear in the music as well that it slows down when it does that speed down. Bad gas. So I know what this... So the reason I know what this pill is because I have eaten one of these pills already. So if you've ingested one, that bomb blows up on its own. It's a troll bomb, so you don't want to get near that. If you've eaten a pill, you will know the effect of the pill in the future. And as you can see that... Oh, let's look at my stats. Oh, really? My attack is low for some reason, even though I have brimstone? Maybe it's different. Let's see. Retrovision. I do not want to take that because it's annoying. Is it called Steamy Sale? Have I been reading it wrong my whole life? Also known as, like, the past few years. Ah, here's a dice room. So, dice room randomize things. There's D1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And each one does something different. D5 restarts this entire level, which I will probably do just to show you guys what it does. It's basically you're starting the level over again. And why would you want to do that? Maybe you want the opportunity to get more items. Maybe you don't like the setup of your level. I don't know. Is it really called Steamy Sale? I'm just like in awe about this because my life has been a lie. This I think cuts... No. Number 2, really? Oh, I thought that was the guillotine. My bad. Number 2, if you hold down your fire button long enough, you poop out that little poop, which is a bomb. Which is a pretty useful item, depending. Oh, yes. So, as you see, these are all in red because they're half price. And this item is the PhD, which gives you better pills. So every pill that I will get now will be a good or neutral effect. This item here is a tarot card, and they have different effects from pills. And pills and tarot cards fill the same slot, and they each do slightly different things. Pills usually affect your stats most of the time, and tarot cards will affect like rooms they're less, tarot card effects are less permanent. And this up here is also a card, except this is a face, like a number card. I don't know, like a playing card, I guess. Two of Hearts, which, Two of Hearts takes whatever heart you are at and doubles it. Not the heart containers, but the health within them. So like that. Oh, once you get the PhD as well, you will know all of the effects automatically. Because it's like you're a doctor, and you know what you're doing. I hate this. These things are annoying because you can not kill them. You just kind of have to go through them. And when there are buttons in the room, you can turn them off. And that's actually how you get through the room. Like so. Let's see, what do I have here? Let's see if the secret room is here. Nope. Let's take this. See, I should have checked over here because I would have known the secret room wouldn't be there if I saw that there was this open space here, because I couldn't get to that. Let's see if the... I don't remember if hoop affects that. I think it might. Oh, interesting. On PC, it's Steam sale. Non-PC, it's Steamy sale. Also, you may want to read the Brimstone states is more annoying than you think. Really? But Brimstone does give you a huge range, and I think that it goes through enemies. This is a 1-up. You get an extra life. I'm gonna kill this dude. He didn't give me anything. Oh, here's the fighting room. Let's open it. So this is a boss fighting room, and you can see that by the skull and crossbones, or skull and swords over the door. That's what tells you that the what type of fighting room it is. There we go. I'm not sure if this room was closed off for me before, but the fighting room will be closed off to you if you either have too much or not enough hearts. But a way to bypass that is if there's a secret room next to it, you can go through the secret room into the room and do your business. Ah, thank you very much. Yeah, usually in the rooms, as I said, depending on what the door looks like, will affect what... I kind of don't want to go on the D5, but I think I will anyway, just to show you guys what it does. It's a pain sometimes, but... So I'm restarting the level because I went onto the dice. Other ones will change the items you have, the pickups on the floor, pickups in the room, I think. Oh, ooh. I had a... What? Something took away the darkness for some reason. I don't know what item did that. Yep. My run is still pretty good. All D5 does is restart this current level. So all that does is just make me have to do the level again. So an item, I just unlocked an item, I think from either killing those poops or from breaking up these other poops. Oh, the spider saved me. Do not touch that. It's a jerk. Oh! Oh, he showed up right in front of me. It's fine. Everything's fine. I keep getting retrovision. So like I said, now that you've seen a few more of the enemy choices, it's a lot of stuff that you'd find in basements. And also a lot of dead children. Which is rough. Oh my god! So, I'm excited because here is another Steam sale. Or Steamy sale, but it's PC version, so it's Steam sale. That means I can pick up anything I want in any store for free because it's 50% off. And you would think that it's 50% off the 50% off, but it's actually just everything's free now if you pick up 2 Steam sales. I think retrovision wears off after a while, actually. So it gets really pixely for a while, but then it fades. So I don't think it compounds. Now that is TV jelly. But we can't do that. We can't see the effect of the Steam sale just yet because I should explain what happened there. I entered the store, as you can see by the icon. That's the store icon, and instead of it being a store, it was a mini boss that tried to kill me, which isn't very nice. And the reason that was a thing is nice. Here's a black heart, but I can't reach it. Spicy. The mini boss that I fought is greed, and sometimes greed can spawn in a storeroom instead of a store spawning. But greed is a decent fight if you don't have any money, because greed usually drops a bunch of money, or will drop Steam sale, which it did for me. This is a liver. It'll give me 2 HP, 2 heart containers rather, which is really useful. So I'm glad that was there. Oh, I forgot that I have number 2. Oh, and I have to be careful with bombs that I have, because they will hurt me too if I am in their blast radius. Unless I have certain items, of course, as usual. Yes, my liver. Oh, little flies. Oh, oh. So, you could see here, because I used the D5 dice room, I get another treasure room. And I'm not going to pick that up because I'm not really interested. I have enough bombs. It's a monster manual, so you can spawn a companion that will help you fight in a room. And it only lasts for the one room. Yeah, I'll keep that for now. Let's see what's in this room. It's a D5 again! Let's not do it for the second time, but I will try to pick these things up. No, I'm not gonna do it. They're useful, but I don't want to restart the level again. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I can probably fight the boss now, and we'll see what this monster manual does. So this, oh, I'm gonna use monster manual so you guys can see. I got Gemini, which is, I have this little baby here that helps, that's connected to me and helps me fight. It'll attack things if it's in the radius. Oh, no, 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 it's okay, it's fine, everything's fine. There we go. Little Chubby! I love Little Chubby! Little Chubby is a companion. It's a cutie. So as I said, Gemini will only last for this room, and they will despawn in the next room. So that boss that I just fought, oh, I forgot to use my bad gas. That's good. Yes, I think I'm ready. I don't need to find a super secret room. Sometimes it's just too much work. That boss that I just fought is a advanced version of the boss named Pin, which usually shows up within the first 2 levels, but we didn't encounter that boss in this playthrough. But it's a more powerful, spookier version of that boss, and this game has a lot of those. The original Binding of Isaac, The Flash, was relied pretty heavily on that. Different versions of similar monsters, which I was okay with. It's pretty good with it because it's kind of like you know this monster. Like especially in the first one, it was really hard, and you would fight the first levels over and over again. At least I did because I'm a scrub. And then you get to know the monster, you get to know what to expect, and then they throw the same monster at you, but scarier, and then it's just like, what do I do? This is an Eternal Heart. I'm not going to pick it up yet, because if I have it throughout the entire level, and I go to the next level with it, it'll give me another heart container. But it, if you pick it up, it goes right here in, I'm pointing at my screen with my finger, and you guys can see that. Right here, oh, thank you. What was I saying? Yes. Yeah, so, it goes right here, and if you lose your first red heart, you will lose the Eternal Heart. So, always best to wait until the end of the level after you've beaten the boss to pick up the Eternal Heart. Monster manuals back up. Oh, I got little, what's her name, Missy or something? This little spider who spawns spiders, and I think that the flavor text for when you get her is like, she loves you or something. It's really cute. Some of them are really cute. Here is a soul flame or something it's called. If you can't, as you see, you can't put them out with your tears. You have to put them out with bombs. This one is a version of this that will shoot psychic tears at you. So you don't want to get too close. Yeah, she is such a cutie. I like getting her. She's not my favorite companion because there are other items that do what she does better, but the fact that she's so cute, I'll give her a pass. I'm not going to pick this up because I hate this item. This is the cursed eye, and I always get it. Like, it always shows up in all my runs. And I already have brimstone, so I have charged, oh no, I forgot! Okay. So I have charged, tears, or laser vomit, I guess, in this situation. But what this does is charges your tears, makes you shoot a bunch of tears at the same time. But if you are charging tears while you have that item, and you get hit by an enemy, there's a possibility, there's a possibility that, I hate these rooms, there's a possibility that you will teleport into another room, which makes it really difficult when fighting bosses, because if you teleport out of the boss room while you are fighting the boss resets. And it always annoys me. These spiders have brimstone too. But they won't get me. This little guy pulls you toward him, you could see. And he has a bunch of spikes around him. Don't want to get near him. Cursed Eye is very awkward. I've taken it. I have chosen, despite my better judgment, to take it in some runs, and I've done decently with it. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up, but if I try my best to avoid it, because it's more harm than good, usually. Oh, okay. So what I just did was I opened a devil box, or what are they called? Devil chest or curse chest or something? The red ones. And sometimes there's a likelihood that it will teleport you to the devil room. I'm not really interested in this companion, so I'm not going to pick it up. Oh. And also, if you teleport in the middle of a fight in this fighting room, you can bypass the fight altogether. So I was able to pick everything up, and I didn't have to fight anything. The only downside, I'm gonna do this. The only downside to that is that sometimes after you kill everything in the room, something else will drop. So if you really are in need of something specific, sometimes it's better just to fight them. Anyway, this is a golden poop. It's very difficult to blow up. Oh, I unlocked Kane, which is a character you play as. Again, allusions to biblical stories. Golden poops, as you saw, drop a bunch of pennies usually, or there's a trinket that they drop sometimes. As you can see throughout the levels, it gets more ominous, darker, scarier, grayer. There are skulls, a lot of skulls on the ground now, whereas there weren't any in the first level. The monsters get scarier and more difficult. It's like you're going into the depths of hell, basically, which is a level called Sheol, where you fight the devil, because that's this game. Yes, it does have Hebrew Bible stuff in it. Abrahamic. Old Testament, mostly. Some New Testament, like Judas is a character. Everything is free! I don't really want this item, so I'm not gonna pick it up, but I'll pick this up. I get a bomb, I'll blow this baby up. Let's see. Oh no, that was dumb of me. Let's see if we can. Oh no. Well, okay. The donation machine gets jammed sometimes, which I think is a way to prevent people who have a ton of money from continually feeding it, so it will randomly jam. So we're not gonna unlock anything through it right now. Oh. Spikes, you don't want to touch those. This is a version of a monster that shows up earlier, but I don't think we came across any of those. But you see that the enemies become more and more disturbing as the game goes on. It gets more bleak. Little fetuses that throw up on you and scream at you. It's nice. Oh yeah, we haven't looked for a secret room, have we? Let's see if this is one. Yeah, I was raised in between. I have another Steam sale. This isn't gonna do anything. I was raised in between Protestantism and Judaism, so I am very well versed in this stuff, and I think it's like the references are, it's part of why I really like this game, because the satire is on point and the references are well done. I'm now paid to buy items. Imagine, Jelly? I'm gonna fight this boss. Hopefully it's not. Okay. Monstro. We came across Monstro. This is Monstro 2. Spookier version of Monstro. Monstro 1 is, like, gotta say, one of my favorite bosses to fight because he's such a little cutie. Monstro 2 is just a pain in my butt. So I guess we could see he has a similar fighting style, but also different. His fighting style before was more randomized. As in the disbursement of his blood vomit was more randomized before. Now he has a laser, like what I have right now with Brimstone, which is very difficult to escape or avoid. When he drops down, instead of picking up a bunch of rando... Yes, I will not forget the Eternal Heart. Instead of a bunch of rando... the dolly, and you get hearts from this. So you get a black heart and a soul heart. Black hearts, if you take damage on the black heart, it will do damage to the room you're in. That is if the entire black heart is used up. So yes, Monstro, this sweet little boy, his little cleft lip, and his attacks are easier to avoid, and he is less spooky as a first level monster, but Monstro 2 makes him a little spookier, more difficult to avoid, and he summons stronger flies. I don't think he summons flies, actually, but I think sometimes he starts with some flies in the room. Dank depths. The dank depths, boy. Number 2. I think this is the last level. Pretty sure. And there are bats. Spooky bats. Oh, I keep forgetting to use the monster manual. Let's use it. What do we get? We got a little red fly here. Here is... shoot, what's her name? Chub? Chub, I think her name is. So as you can see, she's like a boss. So you can see that boss monsters are now normal room monsters. This is probably a store. Everything is free. Oh, when I pick this up, look at my spiders. Oh, they're so big. Look at them. Badasses. So that item makes your familiars, who are spiders and flies, you can have fly familiars as well, it makes them bigger. So dank. The dank dankness. Oh, I hate this. There we go. I have so many flies, oh my goodness. Let's go down here. This is a devil beggar. I might as well. So you get hurt, and you give him half your heart, or a full heart, depending on what level you're in. And he may or may not give you something in return. Usually if you have hearts to spare, you can give them to him, and he will eventually give you a pretty good item. Usually. If you give him enough hearts. Devil beggars are pretty cute. So you can see that this has bars on it. It's either because I don't have enough or too much health. And I never bothered to actually look at what each level requires for this. I just kind of am like, ooh. Devil beggars, if you can blow them up with bombs, but your luck here will go down if you do so. For any sort of beggar. So there's normal beggar that will take your money, key beggar, devil beggar. Key beggars are new to either Rebirth or Afterbirth. And also there's a cups guy who does a little cups game. If you blow him up, your luck will also go down. So you don't wanna mess with those dudes. Your luck will go down, but there's also a chance that they will drop a collectible. But usually it's not worth it. So I try to avoid hurting them as much as possible. Sometimes it's difficult or impossible to do, because sometimes they will themselves drop a troll bomb and kill themselves, and your luck still goes down. Thank you. Key beggars are new to Rebirth. I get Afterbirth and Rebirth confused sometimes. I don't think that there's... What is new to Afterbirth? I don't remember. Monster manual. Let's see. Oh, we got the item that you pick up for her is a bundle of, like, a ball of band-aids. And she's a character from Super Meat Boy, I think. But like I said, I haven't played Super Meat Boy, so I don't know what her name is. But I think that she's a character from Super Meat Boy. And she's a little buddy that flies around you and will shoot tears at people and will also protect you from projectiles. It's nice. It's kind of nice that I have the monster manual, actually, because I can kind of show more. A neat birth? Oh, okay, so if I blow up rocks next to a space, and there's another piece of floor next to it, it will make a bridge, like you see there. But you have to do it next to it, in the direction that you want it to blow up. Soul Heart is good. The Faded Polaroid is a trinket that I'm not interested in right now. It makes you sink into the ground, and makes enemies, like, kind of freak out. Faded Polaroid, actually, maybe I will take it, because I don't really need keys right now. Anti-Birth? The mod? No, I have not. What is that? I am interested in playing mods for games as well. I think we've discussed this before, I don't remember. But mods are, I think, a very interesting part of the gaming community, and also an integral part to some of the community. And I mean, I'm also biased because I mod like crazy. Mod it till you break it. Fix it, then mod it till you break it again. That is how I live my life. Oh, I'm gonna put on my gimp suit. If I get hurt, there will be a chance that I spawn a soul heart with that item. I guess that the secret room's here? What? What? Oh, maybe here. See, I'm okay at finding secret rooms, but I'm not the best. So, we remember these chests, we gotta blow them up. Boom! Let's see, the Fool brings me, so it's a tarot card, the Fool will bring me to the room I started the level in. 2 of Spades, I will use it, it doubles my keys. Unlock Lazarus, which is another character that you can play as. I'm not a huge fan of Lazarus, actually. He's fine, I guess. Oh, wow. So, Afterbirth is a fan-made mod with new stuff. That is very interesting to me, and it's something that I would like to try now that I've learned about it. Let's do this. I think this is gonna be, yeah. So you fight Mom. Who'da thunk? So, I really like their design of of Mom. You don't see her face. She's like an ever-present, like, eternal entity. She's huge, which makes sense because you're a little baby and she's an adult. So that's what she is. Oh!
Cornered.
I beat her.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Yeah, so that was Binding of Isaac, the first playthrough. Book to the head. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, this is based on the story of the Binding of Isaac, where, as I said, it's actually Isaac's father, Abraham, is told by God to straight up kill that boy, and an angel stops him. So that's how this this ends, with the Bible on the shelf coming down and smacking that mom, and Isaac's like, I win. Yeah, winning, except not really. That's another thing that you can take from the game. Those drawn images are implied to be Isaac's drawings, so that ending is maybe how Isaac visualizes his happy ending, but then you see the cutscene with the animation, and maybe that's not how it actually works out. So let's look at some other stuff in my file. Let's not go on hard mode for this stream. So here are all the characters. I think I've unlocked them all. We have Isaac, Magdalene, Cain, Judas, the blue baby, or question mark, Eve, Samson, Azazel, Lazarus, and Eden. Oh, and the Lost. Oh, right, and Lilith. Lilith is new. So, do you guys have any particular character you would be interested in seeing a test run of? I don't think I have time. No, I don't have time for another full playthrough, but I would definitely be willing to show off one of these characters. Ooh, Afterbirth has new... Okay, I'll do Azazel, who is my favorite. As you can see, I have completed all the things with Azazel. Don't mind my negative 16 win streak. I've been playing on hard mode, and I've been playing as Eve, and it's been hard. I like Eve as well, but she's... I don't know, I just have such a hard time with her. So as you see, different characters, you start different ways. Azazel is a little demon baby, cutie, with wings, so you fly around, and a mini brimstone. They also start with the Fool, which, as I said before, teleports you to the starting room of the level. A nice thing about flying is you can fly over things like this and hit the button. Oh, get away from that. Little troll bomb. That is a rune, and that is a resistance rune. It's a really good one. There are different runes, and the runes count as tarot cards, I have learned. Because there are certain items that make it so that only pills spawn, and certain items that make it so only tarot cards spawn. If you have the items that make only pills spawn, the runes will not spawn anymore. So they count as tarot cards. I do not play with the controller. I mentioned that in the beginning of the stream, I play with WASD and a mouse, which is because I played the original that way, and I just am accustomed to that, so that's just what I do. Oh, rules card, I think, says a random thing here. Yeah. Deny his gifts and to attain your reward. So the rules cards always tell you, like, cool little tidbits about the game. What that one means is, like we saw the devil rooms, the devil room that will pop up at the boss. If you don't pick anything up from the devil room during your playthrough, and you continually beat bosses without losing any red hearts, an angel room will spawn in place of the devil room. And angel rooms have a whole different item set than the devil room. Different rooms have different item sets, so let's get that out of the way. And so for an angel room, it has one item in it, usually a pretty good item, and also it's free. Another reason why the angel rooms are important is because... Oh, see, I can go over this without getting hurt, which is why Azazel is the best. I am better than you. I don't know how good you are at this game, but I'm better. I'm actually kind of awful at video games, so... But I love this game, so I wanted to talk about it. What was I keep getting lost. What was I saying? I like Azazel because they fly. Well, I'm gonna get my gimp suit again. This is an XL floor, so there are 2 treasure rooms on it, and the floor is generally bigger. Infestation, I think, if you get hurt, you will spawn flies. I think that's what infestation does. The angel room is also important because if you want to beat the last boss, Mega Satan, which I think in Afterbirth Plus there's another boss that is a last boss even after Mega Satan. called Hush, or no, Hush is in this game. I forget the other one. Which, because I don't have Afterbirth Plus, so I haven't been able to fight that. I need to gotta get them that Steam card from CVS, so that I can get, anyway, the cool, that's awesome. What was I gonna say? The angel room, you want to, the other reason why an angel room is important is because, if you use a bomb next to the angel statue that's in the angel room, like in the devil room there's a devil statue, you will awaken the angel, and if you beat the angel in a fight, they will drop a key piece. There are 2 key pieces in the game, and you need these 2 key pieces in order... Thank you! The boss is called Delirium, the one that is the true last boss, I think. And there are 2 bosses because it's an XL floor. So there aren't 2 floors now for this level. There's only 1 floor that's a mega floor with 2 bosses. So you need the 2 key pieces to unlock Mega Satan and then fight Mega Satan. Which I was actually a lot more intimidated about the idea of Mega Satan before I actually ever fought him. And then when I ended up fighting him, I was like, oh, he's less scary than I thought he was. Just a little time consuming sometimes. Devil room. So, if I don't pick anything up, then next level I might get a angel room. Yeah, I haven't seen Delirium yet also. And I didn't even know that Afterbirth Plus was available for PC. Do I have everything I need? I didn't even know that it was available until I was like, what? Aren't I supposed to unlock Delirium after Hush? And then I realized that there was a whole other expansion that I don't have. Okay. So yeah, I think this is probably enough to show you what Azazel is like. Let's use Lilith. She's a very interesting character. She's new with Rebirth. She, as you see, she's blindfolded, so she can't shoot. And her little baby next to her is the thing that shoots for her. So any tear effect that you would normally get is applied to your companion. This item that you have here, if you use it, it duplicates every companion that you have. So if you have like a ton of companions, it'll duplicate all of them. It's particularly useful. Oh, I think this is the Lodovico. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, does that even work? Oh, that's weird. I've never gotten this item with her. So apparently, the Lodovico technique gives you, see, this this flying, floating tear that you do whatever with. Azazel. Oh, really? Thank you. I always thought it was just Azazel. I will try to change the way that I say it then, if that's the correct pronunciation. So yeah, it gives you, the Ludovico technique gives you this flying thing, and apparently your little baby also still does his thing. Yeah, let's go this way. So this item I like a lot. Anything that makes the game easier. And especially because I use a mouse, it is particularly conducive to my playstyle, because I can just point to wherever I want the little bubble to go. Whoa, that's a lot of text. Let's see. Yeah, I've heard that there isn't really much that you get with Afterbirth Plus. I'm so curious about Anti-Birth. Cause, like, mods? What? Any mod for any game, I will play it. Because I'm obsessed. Oh, little pajamas. Cozy. So yeah, the first time you play through it, you just have to beat Mom. But after you fight Mom, you, there are more levels that are unlocked. The womb is unlocked after you beat Mom, and in the womb, you have to fight Mom's heart, for the first time. And, so yeah, like, oh, I got amnesia from that pill. Take that for what you will. The fact that after you defeat Mom, you have to bury yourself into her womb and defeat her heart. After that, you unlock Sheol and the Cathedral, which is heaven. And in Sheol, you fight the devil. In the Cathedral, you fight Isaac himself, who turns into an angel. Like, he grows angel wings. Yeah, like, thinking about it, it's been so long since I've played the original Isaac that I don't really remember how much was changed in Rebirth, but I seem to remember it being kind of underwhelming. I also was kind of just partial to the art style in the original, and that might just be personal preference, but I'm not a huge fan of how pixelated it's become. I like the smooth lines and like how it looked flashy. Not flashy as in ostentatious, flashy as in it was made in Flash. But that all might be personal preference. Oh no! I missed the penny. Yeah, Lilith is a cutie. She can, if you get enough companions, she can be insane. Like, Silver. Just destroy everything. Oh, actually, I should play Greed Mode. Greed Mode is something new. So let's use Azazel. No, let's use someone new. Let's use Magdalene. Not a huge fan, but okay. Greed Mode. Oh, it's probably super greed mode for me, actually. Oh well. Magdalene, as in Mary Magdalene. I'm not sure why her theme is hearts. She has extra hearts, and she starts with this heart replenisher item. It might be because her heart was so open, in the biblical story, in that she was very generous and she washed Jesus' feet with her hair. I don't know if maybe it's a prostitution thing, because she was also a prostitute, so could have to do with that. I don't really know, but she's a cute little baby. It's also, from some of the endings, might be implied that she is either Isaac's sister, who has been possibly killed, or she is Isaac himself in a wig, because his mother possibly wanted a girl and wanted to make Isaac a girl. It's complicated, it's messed up. This game is terrible and horrible and great. Hi, Jelly. Ooh. You're getting me so hyped right now for Afterbirth, this thing that I never even heard of before. So greed mode, it's kind of like, what's that word for, like this person must die mode. It's like, words. I'm good at words, I promise. Oh my gosh, the meat jelly. My enemy, the meat. I always get killed. Horde mode, I think. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's like a marathon mode. I think that's a good word to use too. You have to keep fighting, and this timer goes down, and another horde spawns. And it's basically survive. It's called greed mode in part because you get money for surviving longer. And as you can see, each time a new set of enemies spawns, your little bar on your usable item will be filled a notch. So if you play as Lilith in this mode, and you just keep going and you don't stop, and you stay in this one room and you keep fighting enemies, I just finished the horde. You can fill this bar up again and again, and it will keep duplicating your companions again and again and again and again, which is pretty rad. The meat, I know, Jelly. my mortal enemy. So I could pick up stuff. This one's pretty good. If I get hit, then it'll drop stuff. Oh, look at me. I'm gross. It's okay. You're a sweet baby. So now I have to fight a boss. So you go through, like in the normal game, you go through the different levels, except it's all a horde mode in one room, until you get to the last bit, which is where you fight Greed. Mega Greed, actually. And he's a tough fight, gotta say. And depending on how much money you end up with at the end, you can put it into the donation box. Like a donation box will spawn, and you put your money in that. And this is all not really plot sensitive or plot congruent, other than the fact that you fight Mega Greed, which is in line with the fact that you fight the Deadly Sins, which is a Christian concept, not really biblical, but, you know. So yeah, it's okay, you're a sweet baby. Accurate. That is what I say too often. I think this is Taurus. Yeah, speed down, Rager's building. This is a similar item to many other items, where you can see I'm going faster and faster, and soon enough I'll start blinking and flashing, and then I can ram people. And fight them. Oh. Can't get too close though, because if you touch them when you're not invincible, it's no good. Okay, I'm gonna grab this little rotten baby. They're little baby enemies, and this one spits out flies, which is useful. Is that the new OC for Sonic? Because I know that the new Sonic game came out, and like it's a paradise for people who want to make Sonic OCs, but I haven't really been interested in it. I know that there's the green guy with the glasses. Yeah, so, I don't have much more to show, I think, right now. But does anyone have questions about the game? I know I didn't go too far into why it's set up the way it is. It's just kind of like an arcade game. Different spaces and like rooms to fight that are randomized. McNuggets? Dude, Sonic OCs, they're a thing. So also, like I said before, the plot to the game is kind of inherent. Indeed, yeah. It's kind of inherent to the items specifically, and to the enemies that you have to fight, especially the bosses. There isn't any explicit, I can never say that word. That's a word. Story or narrative. It doesn't come out and say it, other than the beginning where it starts out with saying Isaac's mom is out to kill him. But even that is kind of hazy, because, as I said before, it's written in Isaac's crayon, which could mean that that's actually what's happening, or that it is Isaac's perception of something that is happening. Other endings add more to the story, like Isaac being in a chest, or turning into a demon, like what, and does he actually turn into a demon? Does he feel like he's a demon? He's like inside a chest. Did he put himself in there? Did his mom put him in there? I am addicted to The Binding of Isaac. I play it like at least once a day, because it makes me feel good, which is kind of gross to say because it's disturbing, but you know, it's repetitive, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry again that I didn't, I haven't been able to say too much about the narrative, like, cause a lot of it is implicit within the game, so it's things that you, like, you, the royal you, and I have noticed, that, just kind of come with the territory of the environments, the enemies, and the changes that are made to Isaac himself, or whomever you're playing as. Lisa? I don't know Lisa. Yeah. So, I hope you guys liked my little introduction to The Binding of Isaac. If you guys are interested in me, I don't know, playing again, I don't know how much more I could describe, but if you guys just want to watch me play, I could do that. Not the best, but, you know, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, catch you guys on the flip side. We're gonna probably, I probably won't stream on next Friday, because Thanksgiving. But Friday after that, probably. We still have to finish Vampire the Masquerade, which we're almost done with. The grand finale. Super exciting. I'm sorry. It is 10. Right now is an after party. I'm gonna stream for an after party. But if you guys are interested in me playing Darkwood, which is something that I am quite interested in streaming, let me know. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on another Friday at 8 o'clock. Vampire powers go! Boo-ha! Anyway, so, yeah, follow The Plays the Thing on Facebook, I think, the Facebook thing is The Plays the Thing Gaming, and Twitter I'm trying to figure out, but it's a trash fire, so it's terrifying. And yeah, I think that's what we have. And here on Twitch as well. We play almost every Friday at 8 o'clock. Catch you guys later. Oh wait! No! Stop! I forgot to do the outro. This has been The Plays the Thing. I hope I've captured some of your consciences today. Thanks for watching. Good night. Bye.